Good morning, friends. Today, our topic is business vocabulary. The question which arises whether the language, business language, is different from the common language. I start my brief talk with this question. Usually, language is language. When we say business language or business words, the words which are used more in business communication, glossary. So glossary here, which is used more in business. There are certain words which has different meanings rather, when they are used in business language. In share market reports, suppose I give an example of share markets. In share market reports, simple words bear and bull, usually having the meaning names of certain animals which you are familiar with. But when they are used in business report, share market report, they have entirely different meaning. Bear means a person or an operator who operates in the share market, who earns profit while the prices of most of the shares go down. And bull is an operator who operates in the share market and earns profit while the most of the prices of the shares go up. Definitely that is entirely different meaning. And the person who is not recognized, who is not familiar with these meanings, may not be able to understand the real gist of the report. Same is true about very many confusing words which are used in common day-to-day routine life. And when they are used in conversation in written language, we find that meanings are entirely different. Today, I'll focus on certain such confusing words, phrases. There are foreign words also. For us, English itself is a foreign language, you know. But words borrowed from the entire different languages other than English from the all over world, they are called foreign words. And if we are not familiar with these foreign terms, we won't be able to understand English communication better. Now, we start. Now, confusion can be on three levels. Confusing pairs of business words. There are many words who are at three levels having different meanings. There are foreign words and market terminology. My focus will be on these three aspects. Now, confusing pairs of business words. The confusion can be at three levels: spelling level, meaning level, and pronunciations level. So, at any level, in any one of these or on different layers, there can be confusion. Now first, let us see words having similar pronunciations but different spellings. Pronunciations almost similar but spellings differ. Then that they may create confusion. This is a list of such words: accept, accept, addition, addition, excess, excess, affect, effect, assent, assent, almost similar pronunciation, bail, bail, birth, birth, check, check. Sight, sight. Cost, cost. Confident, confident. Curb, curb. Damage, damages. In all these words or pairs of words, you can see that spellings are entirely different or somewhat different, but the meanings change. We'll see certain examples of meaning. See, accept. It is used as a verb, and meaning is to agree or to receive. You can have an example of use of it. The principal accepted my invitation. When accept, it is used as a preposition, and meaning is to omit or without. It can be used in this manner. All the passengers were killed except conductor. Now here the meaning of accept is to omit or without. Addition, meaning act of adding, which is added. One more century Sachin has added to his record. Added means he has added one more century to his record. While this addition, spelling is different. Here it is E-D-I-T-I-O-N. And meaning is copy or version or printed book, printing of book or newspaper. This is latest edition of Harry Potter. Now here meaning is latest version of the book called Harry Potter. Confident, trustworthy person. Manmohan Singh is Sonia Gandhi's confidant. While the different here, confident. See, the difference is only one. Here, instead of A, after D, we have E. And the meaning of it is to have self-confidence. He is confident to get the job. Now, we'll look at certain words or certain pairs which having similar pronunciation but different spelling. Descent, descent. Draft, draft. Extent, extent. Fair, fair. Forward, forward. Hoard, hoard. Lose, lose. Minute, minute. Sometimes it is also pronounced minute. Principle, principle. Roll, roll. Soul, soul. Where, where. Weather, weather. Now, in these pairs, you can see that pronunciations are almost same. I say almost same. They are not same entirely, but almost same. They are confusing. But spellings are entirely different. We'll see a few of them minutely. First is descent, going down. The plane descended off the aerodrome. The Ganga descended from Himalayas to Rishikesh. Now descend means to go down or come down on a slope. Now this is the descent. Disagreement or opposite opinion, which is expressed by I wish to express my dissent clearly. To express disagreement. This is the meaning of this word. Now, extant, still in existence documents or documents especially of law. So the thing which is still in existence, which still exists, is called extent. Our old agreement is still extant. Extent, length or area, in terms of time or in terms of especially time. I correct to a certain extent. I am correct to a certain extent. To a certain limit, I am correct. That is what the person wants to say. It extent sets a limit here. Minute. This is a very familiar word. We often use in our daily conversation. A unit of 60 seconds. A unit of time. Exact time. Sometimes exact time, so it shows minute or concise period. Every minute is important. This is the use of minute, an example. The report gives minute detail. Now here, minute means very subtle details, very precise detail. So first is different and second is different here. Now my minutes, here S is added to minute and the meaning changes entirely. Record of the proceedings of the meeting is called minute. Secretary keeps the minutes of the proceedings of the meeting. This is an example how the minutes has been used. Usually minutes after the meeting, formal meetings of board of directors, formal meetings of cabinet ministers, or any body, any organization, the minutes has been kept. So here is minutes. Now, we'll see words having similar meanings, different spellings. Similar meanings and different spellings. Here, meanings are similar, the spellings are entirely different. Abstain, refrain, avoid, evade, continual, continuous, credible, creditable, intermediary, intermediate, irrecoverable, irrecoverable and irrevocable. Both the words, both the pairs are almost last pair. And all the pairs having the same meanings. We'll see 2 or 3 word pairs with examples. Now first is abstain, used as verb, be away from an action, to remain away, to not to part in any action. My friend abstains from the wine and cigarette. That means the friends don't like to take wine or smoke. Refrain has the same meaning, almost same meaning. Word is entirely different. First was abstain. This is refrain. To check oneself, to control. This is the meaning. Control to do something. To keep away oneself from the action or work. Prime Minister wants the ministers to refrain from making public statements. Refrain, to keep away, to control. Here the Prime Minister wants his ministers don't make public statements. Avoid, which is used as verb, meaning to keep away from or escape, to run away, to not face anything. Expert driver avoided the horrible accident. Here, a driver who is an expert person avoided horrible accident because of his experience. Now, second opposite to it or having the same meaning is evade. Find a way of not doing something, try not to meet, do something dishonestly without breaking the law. See, very minute thing. Do something dishonestly, not honestly, but without breaking the law. The action has been done dishonestly, but law has not been broken. Example, most of the businessmen evade the payment of the taxes. This is very funny thing. Most of the businessmen don't pay the full tax, they evade. Friends, now here one more word, continual, which pairs with continuous. And continual means happening again and again. There was continual rain last week. I think it is not as much nicely visible to you. Happening again and again. There was continual rain last week. Now here, continual means it happens again and again, but there is slight break. After a break, rain comes, then again it comes, then again it comes. But in continuous, which is the next word, without break, continuous happening. This is minute difference in the shade of meaning. Continual and continuous. He has been continually for 7 hours. The sentence is not, I think, correct. He has been continuously talking 7 hours. Now, talking 7 hours continuously without stopping or working for 7 hours. That means continuous, without any slight break. Continuous work. That suggests continuous. While in continual, there are breaks, but work goes on. So slight difference in the level of meaning is there. Next pair, credible. The meaning of credible, believable, which can be easily believed, which can be faith in, which we can easily accept, which we take for granted. The report is not credible. The report which has been given is not credible. We can't believe in it. While the other pair of it is creditable. Now, creditable means that which gives some credit or things which has been given on credit. Sachin's 46 centuries are really creditable to his career. Creditable. That means the last century. Now he has increased, but when he hit 46th century, it was to his credit. Now, the next step. Words with similar spelling but different meanings. Similar spelling and different meanings. These are the list, the pairs. Aboard, abroad. Adapt and adopt. Alternate and alternative. Amiable, amicable. Appraise, apprise. Beside, besides. Here S is added. Boast, boost. Brought, brought. Carton, cartoon. Now, similar spelling doesn't mean that all the spellings or all the letters are equal. There are slight changes, but meaning changes. Meaning changes not simply, not slightly. Meaning changes entirely. Friends, we'll look at the different meanings of the pair, a few pairs. We lack time, so it's not possible to see all the words, all the meanings of all the words. We have selected certain words which are commonly used in business communication. First word of the first pair, aboard. It is used as adverb and preposition. On or in a ship, plane or a train. To aboard means to alight, to aboard on the ship or plane or train. There were 225 passengers aboard the hijacked plane. That means on hijacked plane there were 225 passengers aboard it. Now the pair of this word is abroad. Now see, if you don't pay attention, aboard and abroad, the meaning would be confusing. Not only confusing, it will create very wrong communication. Because the abroad means foreign country, away from one's country. That is abroad. Aboard and abroad. We have to be careful when we are learning. After once you have acquired the skill, it becomes quite clear that aboard and abroad is entirely different words. But during the process of learning, these pairs, these confusing pairs create disturbance. We'll see the example. Seema is abroad for the study purpose. Means Seema is in foreign country for the purpose of study. She has gone to some other country to acquire, to acquisition, study. Adapt, next pair. Adapt means change suitably, alter to. That means one has to change according to atmosphere, environment, alter according to the need, requirement. That is called adaptability. And here, word adapt is used as verb. You should adapt to the changing lifestyle of modern time. Adapt to the changing lifestyle. Your lifestyle has been changing constantly, and one has to adapt oneself to it. So here adapt, which is used as verb. Opposite pair of this word is adopt. Now adopt, which is also used as verb, accept and follow, to bring up another person's child. We call adopted person, adopted son, adopted daughter. To accept something, accept some new ideas, means to adopt some new ideas. Now example is, Sushmita Sen has adopted an orphan girl who does not have mother and father, and she has adopted such an orphan girl. So adopting some poor kid or accepting some new ideas. I have adopted this ideas of Bhagat Singh. I have adopted the ideas of Bhagat Singh. Now here ideas have been adopted. Amiable, often used and often confused with amicable, but almost having same shade of meanings: lovable, good-natured, kindly. It is used as adjective. The new officer is amiable. That means the new officer is very lovable, very good-natured, very kindly. All the meanings fit in the sentence. And pair of this word is amicable, almost having the same meaning: friendly or peaceful. Amicable and amiable, both the words are very formal kinds of words. And mind well, my friends, business language, however we try to make it personal, it is always formal. So here amicable and amiable are also used as formal words. They are not used in day-to-day personal communication. They are used in formal communication only. So here, friendly and peaceful. I like her amicable nature. Now, slight similarity in spellings and different meanings. Slight similarity in spellings and in meanings, both the level. Similarity in spellings, but difference in meaning. Commitment and commissions. Those who have already learned the language, those who have mastered the language, for them the meanings are quite clear. But those in the process, in the learning, for them these may create confusion. Commitment and commission, compliment. Here only difference is that one letter. Instead of E, there is I. Depose, dispose. Deprecate, depreciate. Here pronunciation change. Deprecate, depreciate. Economical, economic. Now this creates confusion. Economical and economic. Eligible, illegible. Entirely different meanings. We'll see certain pairs in detail. First is commitment. Promise an engagement to do something. When person does something, someone does something with commitment, that means it is a promise, is an engagement that I'll do it. So commitment means it shows that the person will do the things with full commitment, with full internal wish, desire. It is passion, it suggests passion. She does all her work with full commitment. The person who wants to get success, they usually do their work with full commitment. While the other word, pairing it, commission. Now see, the commission, it is entire. Of course, at spelling level, there are differences, but at meaning level, it's entirely different. And those who, as I told you earlier, those who are familiar with language, those who have acquired the language or skill, for them it is entirely quite understandable. But for those who are learners, still in the process of learning, for them these pairs may create confusion. So here commission means a committee. The government has set a committee, we often heard. Payment for doing business means commission. The government has appointed a commission to study the status of minorities. Now here commission means it is a kind of committee, and committee has been appointed by the government to study the status of minorities. in company pays 5% commission. The second example, see, if a salesman sells something, the company pays 5% commission. We are familiar with this word with meaning. But one different meaning is also there, which has often been used. Some work has been assigned, particularly in army, armed forces. Then this is used that the officer has been commissioned. Here commission means he has been given some assignment, he has been given some job, he has been given some duty. While here the last sentence, company pays 5% commission, the meaning is not the same, assignment. So the same word can be used in different meanings. Deprecate, to show disapproval of, when you are not agree with something, you do not agree with something, you show your disapproval, to express disliking for things. When you express your disliking, that means deprecate. I deprecate. The boss deprecated my rudeness. Boss does not like my rudeness. The boss does not like my behavior. So he showed deprecate. He deprecated my rudeness. He didn't like it. Now here, almost confusing, depreciate, to become less in value. When prices go down, we say it's depreciate. The share depreciated because the government is not steady. The prices of the shares depreciated. The prices of shares went down because the government is not steady. Because of instability of government, prices of shares go down. Now this is very oft used word. Most of the people are familiar with this word. Economic or economics. Again confusion if you add S. Related to money or economy. That is economic. Economic condition of India is optimistic. Sample. That means the economic condition of India today is hopefully very nice. The second example is the new economic policy of the country brings about certain changes. There are certain changes. There are certain good changes or positive changes because of the new economic policy. Now, economic policy means the policy related with money or economy, which has changed the nation's path towards progress. Now, opposite pair of economic is economical. Now, economical is different. Should not confuse it with economic. Economical means not to be wasteful, careful in spending money. Means one should be very careful to spend money. One should be very careful in using resources. Not wasteful, should not waste things, should not waste money, should not use in wasteful way anything. It doesn't mean the person is miser, but should be very careful in using resources, money, etc. Is very economical in money and the time. Here I used both the words very carefully, money and time. We should be economical. Here it economical doesn't mean that it is only related with money. it can be also related with time. It also can be related with other resources of human being. So we should be economical in using all good resources. We should not waste them. Slight similarities in spellings, difference, meaning. Similarities slight, but difference in meaning. There are certain pairs, again a list. Friends, I have so many words. That is why I have used this PowerPoint presentation, because it is very difficult to speak only about the. So, in order to give you concrete concept, notions, I have selected certain very useful pairs of words. Emigrant, immigrant, facilitate, felicitate, be careful, facilitate, felicitate, industrious, industrial. Here we get very confused. Industrious, industrial, judicious, judicial, official, officious, personal, personal. Now, even pronunciation differ certain time at certain level in some words, in some pairs, but different spellings and similarity in spelling. Similarity, again I say, it's not all the letters are similar. Certain similarity exists there, but difference in meaning level. Now we'll see a few pairs of them. The first word of the first pair is emigrant. One who leaves one's own country and settle down in other country. The person who lives, suppose one leaves India and settle down in America, he'll be called emigrant. I have applied for emigrant visa. Applied for emigrant visa. The Indian living in US are emigrants. Those who are really Indians, their native country is India, but they live in USA are emigrants. Here it is emigrant, and the pair of it is immigrant. The meaning is similar but opposite. One who has come to settle permanently in foreign. Permanently. And come, not gone. One who has come to our country from other country. This is the difference. When the person goes from our country to other country, that is emigrant. And the person who comes from other country to our country, that is immigrant. Sindhis are immigrants in India. Now Sindhis, you know, they have come from Sindh, and Sindh is now situated in Pakistan, and they have come from Pakistan from here during the partition. Now they have become part of Indian population, so they are permanent immigrants in India. Now, industrial, another pair, first word of the next pair, industrial. Very familiar word. All of the people use it, even common people. Common means illiterate people. They also know industrial. They also talk sometime about industrial development. Related to industries. Industrial means it is related to industries. Ahmedabad is industrially developed city. It's a very developed city of Gujarat, industrially. So industry is very rich in Ahmedabad, constantly progressing, constantly developing. So industry. Now the second word or pair of it is industrious. See, the meaning entirely changes. Hardworking or diligent. The person who works a lot, the person who do hard work is called industrious. The people of Japan are really industrious. Japanese are known for their industrious efforts. They are very hard-working people. Once after the Second World War, people know that Japan was almost destroyed. Economy of Japan was almost at the verge of destroyal. It was diminished, crushed. But due to their industrious efforts, due to their diligent work, Japanese economics is now one of the leading economics of the world. The industrious people definitely get success. The people who are industrious, the people who are very hardworking, diligent, they get success. The next word of the next pair, personal. Again, I have deliberately I have chosen this word, personal. Because all of us know what is personal. Personal means very personal thing, my own, private, done by a person himself. I have my personal car. Nobody should read personal letters of others. I have my personal car. Nobody should read others' letters. That is personal things. But opposite pair of personal is personnel. And personnel means staff or employees. I address the application to the personnel manager of the company. That means staff or employees. Personnel manager means a manager who deals with the personnels, who deals with the staff. It is always difficult to get trained personnels. It is not easy thing to get trained personnel staff. Now, slight similarity in spellings, difference in meanings. Premises, premise. Premises, sever, severe, suit, suit, vary, vary, vacation, vocation. These are the pairs. Premise means the base of argument, hypothesis. The premise that the man is immoral, is incorrect. This is the hypothesis, or this is the base of argument that man is the immoral person. While the premises are entirely different. Premises means a building and the land around. Our college has a wonderful premises. Now vacation you are familiar with, my dear friends. Holidays. I enjoyed the vacation in Daman and Diu. But the other word of the same pair is vocation. And vocation means trade or profession or occupation. Teaching is not only a job for me, but a vocation for me. It's not only a profession. It's a very sacred kind of profession. Now just confusing at any level. There are few pairs of words which are confusing at any level. Precede, proceed, respectable, respective, successful and successive. Now first is respectable, worthy of respect honorable, a fairly good person, one whom we should respect. While the pair opposite to it is respective, belonging to each. The students went to their respective classes. Respective class means one's own class, not others. So respective, belonging. The students went to their own classes. Successful. You know this word? Having success or happy end. He is a successful teacher. All of us cannot be successful. Well, other pair, the pairing word is successive. One after another, one by one, the successive failure depressed him. Raj successively won 5 matches. That means one by one. Raj has won the matches. Now, I would like to focus on foreign words, words which are taken from the other languages than English. Foreign words. Many words which have become integral part of English, taken from French, taken from Latin, Greek, etc. There are certain. Ab initio, taken from Latin, from the beginning, from the very beginning. Ad hoc, it has become integral part of English language, but it means it is taken from Latin, and for a particular purpose was the meaning of it. Bona fide, use it. Bona fide certificate means genuine or having good faith. Debris means wreckage. Now, these are words taken from other languages than English. Now there are many other words which are taken from foreign words, which are used in market reports, share market reports, and they become integral part of English language. These words, these phrases are used in English as the part of English language itself, and they become business language, part of business language. I hope you must have learned certain things from this lecture.